You should pull the fucking trigger.
Pull the trigger. Ain't nobody gonna do for you.
Alright, what it do, fellas? It's me, Fizzy Pro here, back at it again with another video. So today I'm going to be doing a part of my series here that I call Make Yugioh Great Again. It's basically just this series where I take a deck from the past. Could be any deck, could be a deck that was meta, maybe a deck that was rogue, maybe a deck that wasn't even that good, but it still was okay, it was alright. But now it's just total fucking butthole, it's just trash in today's meta. It's absolute butthole in today's day and age. And basically, I'm going to be trying to find ways to make the deck viable again and try to make the deck actually, work. Like, actually be able to go against today's decks and not auto lose. So today's deck in question is Hunters. Now, Hunters were not, the best deck ever. They were probably not even rogue. I think they won maybe one tournament. They topped at one tournament. I think it was top 8 at some regional or something. But, I liked Hunters. They were really fun. They were a great rank 4 toolbox deck. I thought they were unique. I thought they were fun. But in today's day and age, they've gotten the shit power creeped out of them. Like, they've gotten the fuck power creeped out of them, if you know what I'm saying. And they really just don't work these days. It's the sad truth, but that's what it is. And so I was trying to find ways, how do I make this deck good again? How do I make it work? I tried the pure variant. That shit's irrelevant. That shit sucks. Do not try that. You will lose like all the time. It's just not good. But I did find a variant that actually worked pretty well, which is the Card of Demise variant. Now, a lot of you guys know how these Card of Demise decks works. You run like 20 traps, 18 traps, or whatever, 10 to 13 monsters, and basically just a playset of Card of Demise. And what you do is you activate Card of Demise, you draw your 3 cards. They're probably all traps, and you set all of them. And it's basically just a disruption deck, like a really cunty deck. And you just stock it with all the cunty traps. Like, for instance, as you can see right now, I got Soul Drain activated. That's one of the perks of this deck, is that it's not affected by Soul Drain. There's a lot of cards you can put in because it's not affected by them, anti-meta cards. So in this case, I decided to put Soul Drain into this deck because, as you know, it fucks up a lot of decks, and it's a trap, and it works well with Card of Demise. So basically, that's how this deck works, is you spam rank 4s and you use a shit ton of traps with Card of Demise. But yeah, I'm going to be getting into the deck list here in a moment as soon as this replay is over. Now, you'll notice that this guy will scoop right now, so let's get into the deck profile. Alright, so here's the deck. We got your, so basically, we got the 3 Paw Hunters and the 3 Maw Hunters, pretty standard, heart and soul of the deck. Then we got the 3 Thunder Seahorses, which basically you can use to search. Okay, basically it's a level 4 Thunder, so you can summon it off of the Hunters for like a target for it to make a rank 4. Also, it searches out the Hunters, and also the drawback, which is you cannot special summon during the turn you activate this effect. It's not that bad because a lot of the times you can't special summon anyways because you got Card of Demise going. So yeah, that's basically it. Mostly just used as a target. Then we got Sis Hunter at 1 Sis Hunter. When this card is normal summon, you can target 1 level 4 light thunder monster with 16 or less attack in your graveyard, except Sis Hunter, banish that target, and then during the end phase of the turn you get to add that target to your hand. Basically another target for the Hunters, and it lets you recycle your Hunters. Not much more than that, just another level 4 to use, and it's got a pretty nice effect. Alright, then we got the 2 Thunder King Ryo. This boy fresh off the ban list. Free my boy Ryo. Yeah, really, it's great to just normal summon this turn 1, set 5. It's a great thing to do. And basically, if it's a mistake and a solemn warning all in one card, so it's kind of a cunty card to go against. And if you have all this back row to protect it, even cuntier. And it's a nice level 4 Thunder monster, so another target for the Hunters, and it's good beat stick. Alright, then we got Violent Prism, a level 4 Thunder monster. So yeah, basically, just really all it's for is for Hunters. Oh, sorry, that's my phone. All that is for Hunters. to target that and summon it. You can make some level 8 synchros with it, and when it leaves the field, you can equip them to the synchros. Not much more than that. It's got 1500 attack, so it's recoverable by recycling batteries. So yeah. Alright, 3 Card of Demise. What makes the deck work? Just draw a shit ton, set those traps. You guys know how this works. Then we got 2 Pot of Cupidity. Basically, this is like the 5 just generic draw power cards, and this deck can afford to run Cupidity. Now, I don't run 3 because after you see the first one, you generally don't want to use another one, because between the Card of Demise and the Cupidities, you actually are at risk to deck out. I mean, we got the whole Thunder Seahorse too to defend the deck, so really you don't, I mean, you want to see this card, but you don't want to see it more than once. It's a really broken card, but this deck can actually deck out. I've done it once before by activating 2 Cupidity, so you kind of want to be careful with this. But yeah, it's a really good card, so obviously you gotta run it if your deck can afford to run it. Like, it's not a a combo piece centric deck, which this deck is not. All of the combo pieces are very generic, so basically you can't afford to run this, so you gotta. Alright, 3 recycling batteries, heart and soul of the deck. You know, it's so good. You know, you top deck this, or you Card of Demise it. Basically, you just get 2 of these bad boys back in your hand, and then you can make another. This is just an automatic rank 4, and it's great mid-late game, even early game after you make your first exceed. It's awesome, absolutely awesome. Raigeki staple. Alright, now we on to the traps. 3 Fiendish Chain, really versatile card, can shut them down, protect your monsters, stop them from attacking, etc, etc, disrupt their plays, etc. And we got 4 Mirror Forces. I got basically these Mirror Forces, you can put them in any real or ratio that you want. It's all personal preference, but I do recommend having 4 of them. I have 2 Burying or Quaking Mirror Force, 2 Storming Mirror Force, and 1 Drowning Mirror Force. So that's that. You can swap them out for, if you want to have 2 Drowning Mirror Force and 2 Storming or whatever. I just recommend having 4 of them. Honestly, that's up to personal preference. Okay, then we got the Solemn Brigade, which 2 Solemn Strikes and 1 Solemn Warning. I don't run 3 strikes, as the 1500 could fuck with you a bit if you run into all 3 of them. It's a really great card. You can win games off these cards. It's ridiculous. Okay, Soul Drain, again, fuck so many decks over. Burning Abyss, Cosmos, just everything. It fucks them over. And really good card. If you can afford to run this card, this deck, no effects activate in the graveyard, except for Violent Prism, which isn't even essential to your combos. It's just a nice thing to have. So if you can run this card, you should be running it, because it fucks up so much meta, and we can run this card, so that's why we're running it. Okay, next we got Bottomless Trap Hole staple, Torrential staple, 3 Call of the Haunted. Just recycle your Hunders or whatever it is you may want. You really need to recycle your cards in this deck, because obviously you only have, 13 monsters. So that's why you run the recycling batteries in this. It's pretty dope. Okay, Vanity's Emptiness, again, staple, really broken card. Then we got Breakthrough. 1 Breakthrough. I just typed this in. Honestly, you could take this out and put out whatever you want in it, but I personally like it because if you can't set it and you Card of Demise it, like if you discard it at the end of the turn, you can still use it. You can still find some use from it by banishing it from your graveyard. So that's that. Now I'm not running any hand traps like Maxi, Valor, Honest. Honest would be really nice in this deck, but you can't really run it because it conflicts with Card of Demise. I mean, if you run, if it kind of gets discarded off Card of Demise, so that kind of fucks with it. Yeah, that's the main deck. Let's go to the extra deck. Utopia the Lightning, Utopia, Bujinte Tsukiyomi. Yeah, this is a great turn 1 play. You use your hand, you only have 1 card left. It's kind of a stupid, it's like a dead card. You discard it, draw 2. Good first turn play. Starleash Paladimo, Ragna Zero, Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon, Silent Honor Arc, Thunder Spark Dragon, Castel, Constellar Omega, just kind of a card if you're worried about their back row. Abyss Dweller, another great first turn card, fucks with them a lot. Violent Sigma, great spot removal, non-destruction spot removal. Omega, super cunty card. If you can run this card, you should be running it. Basically, it's really hard to get rid of this card if you're the opponent. Red Dragon Archfiend Scarlight, another great level 8, and Scrap Dragon. Basically, I use Scrap Dragon to pop Dead Fiendish Chains and Call on the Haunteds, because a lot of the time they'll stay on the field, because that's just how the game works, and a lot of times when cards leave the field, it's not because they're destroyed. So these cards have a tendency to clog up your spell and trap zones, and if you if you're Card of Demising, you need every single spell and trap zone because you want to set your cards, obviously. So basically I use this to free up my spell and trap zones and also get some spot removal. And you can actually go into several of these in the same game. It's not just I don't just run 3 of them for the situation. It's because you can call the Haunted Sigma, you can recycling batteries it. So I've actually gone into all 3 of these in one game. So yeah. Alright, sideboard, not that important, but yeah, Prohibition, blanket sideboard card. It can fuck with a lot of decks. 3 anti-spell fragrance, completely shuts off pendulums, and it doesn't hurt you that much. Cycle Reader for Blue Eyes. Galaxy Cyclone, because there are a few cards that like lose 1 turn. I fucking hate that card. This is literally just for Yosenjus. And also it's nice because if you Card of Demise this away, you can still use it. Again, you can use it on... I really just hate Yosenjus, so this is why I run that. Chain Disappearance, again, Burning Abyss. They get cock-blocked by this card. You Chain Disappearance, they're... Dante, it's all over. They auto-lose. And also, we already got Soul Drain and stuff for them, but it's whatever. I just really hate Dante. I'm tired of fucking seeing that piece of shit's face. I'm so salty they didn't ban him. Anyways, and then Imperial Iron Wall for Cosmos. I set out the Cupidities for this. Yeah, basically shuts off Cosmos' ability to float, because I would run Light Mirror, whatever the fuck it's called, but obviously we can't do that because we are a light deck. So Imperial Iron Wall is the alternative. Okay, so that's the deck. Yeah, that's basically it. Just try, tell me guys what you think. Basically, this has been really consistent. It's a really cunty deck to play against. Yeah, so that is the first episode of Make Yugioh Great Again. It's your boy, Fizzy Pro. What it do, fellas? I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. See you next time.
Wait! Don't forget to subscribe!
I can't